All right, here we go.
Mike, the turnovers that Luke gave up today, were those kind of uncharacteristic of him? Do you think he maybe had a little too much confidence in his arm or something?
Did you see the game?
Yeah.
Well, we had 5 turnovers. Okay, 2 were pressure. 1, we dropped the ball and tipped it to them, and 2 were bad decisions by him and their interceptions. And then I think as we did turn the ball over, I think that offensively we need to overcome it better, although we should remain explosive. And then defensively we got them 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And at least in one half, the first half, I don't know if that quarterback's been hit that much. But as soon as we turn it over, it doesn't matter where it is on the field, defensively we feel like we're entitled to let them score. And so that's the part that needs to end. The part that needs to end is the ability to compete every play regardless of what happens each play.
The 2 turnovers that were on Luke, do you think that was just a lack of being in live situations?
It's probably experience.
Mike, as the game wore on in the fourth quarter and they began to put it away, did you feel there was give in at all on defense?
On us?
Yeah, on defense.
Oh, if we turned it over, we'd let it frustrate us offensively, and then the thing is, like I say, because we can do it. There's no question we can do it. We have a bunch of 3 and outs, we have a bunch of sacks, and then all of a sudden if the ball's turned over and it's 70 yards away, we'll let it march right down, Then we're just token resistance. How can we be so formidable down after down after down, and then if we turn it over, they just walk downfield. And then offensively, well, we can't turn it over. We've got to give him time and not let him get hit. If the ball hits in the hands, we've got to catch it, and he's got to make better decisions. And he does it every day in practice. He's got to make better decisions. You can't turn the ball over 5 times and win. I think it's 5.
It seemed like a lot of the time Luke had quite a bit of time, but then there were also the sacks. Was that offensive line inconsistency also mental, or what were you seeing there?
That was all the above.
Did ASU throw more stuff in the second half at Luke?
No, not really. We turned the ball over. I didn't think we started the second half as good as we could have. We dropped some balls that took us out of that initial drive, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember it perfectly. And then we turned the ball over. That biggest thing was the turnovers. And then, if there's not a turnover, defensively we'll play real tough. If there is a turnover, they'll give up the ghost because all of a sudden, oh my gosh, it's a turnover. It doesn't. That's crazy.
Arizona State had a strong end of the first half. Did you feel like there was some hangover or carryover from that?
We had a strong end of the first half.
The inability to create turnovers just seems to be a continuing bugaboo.
It's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. No, we got to get better at turnovers. There's no question about it. We have to be better at turnovers. We have to be better at not giving it away, and we've got to be better at taking the ball away. And Arizona State was trying to give us the ball several times, and we have to find a way to get the ball and take it away. And maybe it's maturity, but one way or the other, you've got to find a way to take the ball away. Everybody else does, and that's one thing we've been battling all year. Battled this game is we never get the short field, we never get the easy one.
Marcellus Pippins made his first start today. Did you think he by himself played pretty well?
I thought it was quite impressive. I really did think it was impressive. I thought he played better than he does in practice. For really a first start, I thought it really was quite impressive.
How about Robert Barber?
Well, he's been playing. Plays pretty good. I didn't see the whole thing. He's kind of wedged in there between a couple of folks.
Apart from those 2 turnovers, was Luke making their correct reads most of the time? Was he playing the way you would hope?
I think he did pretty good. Sometimes got slow. Sometimes could have reacted a little quicker. You know, and it's just part of the growth process. I think he did some impressive things. There's a whole bunch of freshmen that would like to have the ability to throw for as many yards as he did. You know, most guys won't in their career. You know, he's able to do it as a freshman, so I think he'll continue to get better.
Did it feel like this game was there to be won, Mike?
Oh yeah, no question, no doubt. And the biggest thing, I mean, you know, my assessment of it is what I just said. You know, each play is an isolated play. You got to compete each play. If you turn it over, you can't go over. You can't come out the next series, have a bunch of anxiety in the next series, and then recover by the series after that. That's what we did offensively. And defensively, we played tough the majority of the game. And then if we turned it over, it didn't matter where the turnover was. I mean, it's like, oh, okay, they got a turnover, so they deserve the score. I mean, we went from doing a pretty good job attacking them and really limiting their overall effort today, because Arizona State's a great offense, and we did a good job of limiting their overall effort. But if there was a turnover, well, we just give up. You know, we just give up. We don't even look like the same defense, and it can be one series to the next. I mean, we stuff them, we stuff them, we stuff them. Okay, the ball's turned over. It doesn't matter where it's at. Oh, I mean, we just give up. So, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, guys sitting there, well, I'm discouraged because offense turned the ball over. Well, no kidding. There's going to be adversity in games. Stop them offensively. Well, we turned the ball over. Well, we can't sit there and feel sorry for ourselves the next drive. It needs to. There's got to be a pride in competing each individual play.
Are there guys that are stepping up and making those points on the defense, or are you waiting for someone to kind of emerge?
Yeah, the young guys kind of are. We got some young guys I thought played pretty good. I think I'll have to look at it. But I feel like, well, you know, if you isolate it to the drives that didn't start with a turnover, we played good on defense. And if you isolate it to the drives that didn't end in turnovers, and some of the drives directly after the turnover drive, and then went to the one after that, we played really good on offense. You know, you can't turn the ball over. It doesn't matter how explosive you are, how many yards you get. You can't turn the ball over.
Anything else for Coach?